First, the top headlines. 3 more houses burned at Litan, Sarakong on February 12. Tangkhul woman urges removal of SF. Internet ban in Ukhrul, Kangpopi and Kamjong districts lifted. Ukhrul gears up for Lui-Ngai-Ni 2026 amid tense situation at Litan. Two days International Multidisciplinary Conference on Discourse Beyond Boundaries kicks off at DMU. Violence reported in Nagaland's Mauva village over land boundary dispute between members of the Angami and Kuki communities. One nation, one election does not violate basic structure of the constitution, ex-CJI. Hello, welcome to ELITETV's Prime Time English News Bulletin. I'm your host, Deemita. Now the news in detail. 3 more houses were set ablaze at Litan Sarakong village on February 12, even though state authorities put an effort to contain violence, deploying more security forces in the area. As per sources, the incident was allegedly followed by gunfire, reportedly coming from the opposite side of the village. However, there have been no reports of any injuries. Meanwhile, women from Tangkhul villages staged a protest condemning continuing the violence, even the presence of central security forces. They demanded immediate withdrawal from Litan Sarakong. The protesting women alleged despite a heavy security presence, villages continue to face repeated attacks involving sophisticated weapons. The women reiterated that they could no longer rely on central forces but for security and demanded their removal. According to them, suspected armed militants launched an attack on Litan Sarakong on February 12, which reportedly lasted for nearly 2 hours. The protesting women alleged that central security personnel were shielding the armed militants. The 5 days temporary internet and data services ban in Ukhrul, Kangpopi and Kamjong districts in the wake of the Litan Sarakong violence has been lifted today, the 13th February. An order issued by the Joint Secretary Home Governor of Manipur stated that after reviewing the prevailing law and order situation, along with the inconvenience faced by the public and institutions due to the suspension, the state government decided to revoke the suspension of internet services. In exercise of powers conferred under Rule 3 of the Temporary Suspension of Telecommunication Services, Rules 2026, the Governor of Manipur ordered the revocation of all previous orders related to temporary suspension of internet and data services in the state until further orders. All internet services providers have been directed to ensure immediate compliance with the revocation order. It may be mentioned that the ban was imposed with effect from 11:30 a.m. of 10th February 2026. Manipur Lok Sabha MP Angomcha Bimolakoijam on Thursday said those involved in armed attacks and unrest in the state must be dealt with strictly under the law amidst incidents of violence in Ukhrul district. Speaking at a public meeting in Kaishamthong, the Congress MP Angomcha Bimolakoijam stressed the need for dialogue while cautioning against normalizing the display of weapons. His remarks came in the wake of incidents of firing and arson and violence hit Litan village in Ukhrul district after null of 24 hours on Thursday morning, the 12th February. Akoijam termed the renewed violence very alarming and alleged that disturbances at various levels could be driven by hidden agendas. He also stressed that political demands should not be pursued along communal lines. Referring to the violence of Ukhrul district, MP Angomcha Bimolakoijam asserted that those involved in armed attacks and unrest must be dealt with strictly under the law and emphasized that the crisis cannot be resolved merely at the community level but requires firm legal intervention by the state. Preparations are in full swing at Ukhrul headquarters ground as the Naga community gets ready to celebrate Lui-Ngai-Ni 2026, the Naga seed sowing festival on February 14 to 15 under the aegis of United Naga Council. Organized by the State Level Organizing Committee and hosted by Tangkhul Naga Long, this year's theme, Cultural Renaissance, reflects a renewed commitment to preserving and celebrating Naga heritage. Even as concern remains over the situation at Litan, organizers have confirmed that the festival will go ahead as planned, carrying forward its message of unity and cultural strength. The event will be graced by Neifurio, Chief Minister of Nagaland, as chief guest, while Loisi Dingko, Deputy Chief Minister of Manipur, will attend as guest of honor. A 2-day international multidisciplinary conference on discourses beyond boundaries began today, 13 February, at the auditorium of DM College of Arts, Dhanamajur University. The event is being organized by Department of English, Dhanamajur University, and IQAC, DMU, and English Literacy Circle, Manipur, ELCM. The inaugural event was attended by Dhanamajur University Vice Chancellor Professor Wahengbam Chan Babu, Department of English, Ramjas College, University of Delhi Associate Professor Mr. Debraj Mukherjee, IQAC Dhanamajur University Imphal Director Professor R.K. London, Department of English and Cultural Studies, Manipur University former Head Professor T.H. Ratan Kumar, and School of Humanities, Dhanamajur University Dean Professor Lanchenba Maite. Speaking on the occasion, Department of English DMU Head of Department R.K. Sangsari stated that with today's changing modern times, education sector cannot be left isolated and needs to inclusivity, crossing barriers of knowledge with expertise from varied fields of knowledge. Further, R.K. Sangsari stated that the conference will host several renowned and learned scholars from across the globe who will shed light on the evolving trend of knowledge sharing and imparting in today's advanced world.
Knowledge si huziki matamda khoi thainagi matamda khoina isolate tawraga haibadi tongan tongana magi lam magi pophamne na khoina knowledge ki field punamak si ekhoina isolate tawraga thanamba adubu ekhoina ekhoigi matamgi khonglai matung inna amadi particularly in our present context haizaba tare ko ekhoina saigi isolate taw yaraktaba aduga ekhoina we need to ekhoigi boundaries knowledge ama feel amagi ekhoigi boundaries cross torok pataba lanjan narak pataba aduga totnarak pataba we have to intermingle aduna si smaina tawra abakanda ekhoina ngasaigi matamgi demand ni.
Hana Scholarship Award Manipur University under the funding of Hana Bank of India was presented today, the 13th February, to 60 deserving students during a formal event held at the Manipur Institute of Management Studies (MIMS) hall being organized by Manipur University Department for Foreign Languages. The event was attended by Manipur University Department of Foreign Languages visiting Professor Hyun Kyon Lee, Manipur University Anthropology Department Senior Most Professor Dr. S. Jubon Kumar Singh, Hana Bank of India CEO Yongzu Lee, Manipur University Teachers Association Chairman Dr. K.H.S. Narayan Singh, and Manipur University's Department of Foreign Languages Head of Department Dr. Ahanthem Romita Devi. Speaking on the occasion, Dr. Ahanthem Romita stated that Hana Bank's initiative is to provide financial support to students of Manipur University in the form of scholarship, and this assistance will be provided annually to deserving students of the university. She further expressed gratitude to Hana Bank for the initiative.
Manipur University all department covered over 80 applicants per minute. 80 applicants high. Hana Bank screen to 60 from 15 departments. Scholarships tax 43,000.
The District Health Society Imphal West under the National Programme on Climate Change and Human Health (NPCCHH) observed International Day of Clean Air for Blue Skies on 13 February 2026 at 11:30 a.m. at Singdumai Hairanggoithong Community Hall, Imphal West. The program carried the theme Racing for Air, Every Breed Matters highlighting the urgent need to address air pollution and promote healthier environments. Dr. Y. Niveda Devi, State Nodal Officer, and PCCHH graced occasion as chief guest, while Dr. N.G. Dayabati Devi, Chief Medical Officer, Imphal West, presided over the function. Dr. N. Heraba, IU Specialist and Medical Officer in charge of UPHC Singjumai, attended as guest of honor. Speakers deliberated, highlighting insights, emphasizing awareness, preventive measures, and community participations for clean air initiatives. The event concluded with a vote of thanks proposed by Sri R.K. Bushosana, District Program Manager, Imphal West, and light refreshment. The program was anchored by R.K. Narendra, Social Worker, and TCP Imphal West. The observance aimed to sanitize the public about the health impacts of air pollution and encourage collective responsibility in safeguarding clean air for present and future generations. Deemita Irol Ieg Loina Silon Apunbalov Milal, today the 13th February, in a release issued today, extended its best wishes to the class 10 and 12 examination appearing students being conducted by the Board of Secondary Education Manipur and Council of Higher Secondary Education Manipur respectively. Milan further appealed to all concerned not to call blockades, ban or organize any formal entertainment programs until the conclusions of the said examinations, which forms one of the most important life-changing stages in the lives of the students. The Supreme Court today, the 13th February, directed the Central Bureau of Investigations to file a status report within 2 weeks on its probe into 11 FIRs related to 2023 ethnic violence in Manipur. A bench comprising Chief Justice Surya Kant and Justice Joy Malia Bangshi also asked the Centre and the Manipur government to ensure implementations of the recommendations made by the committee headed by Justice Geeta Mittal on rehabilitation and welfare of victims of the violence. The Apex Court observed that instead of its monitoring the trials, the jurisdictional Manipur High Court, the Guwahati High Court, or both could oversee the proceedings and related developments. It asked councils to seek instructions on the issue and report back within 2 weeks. The court-appointed committee, headed by Justice Mittal and comprising former judges, Justices Shalini P. Joshi and Asa Menon, has submitted several reports on relief and rehabilitation measures. During the hearing, senior advocate Brinda Gover, appearing for a woman victim who recently passed away, alleged that the CBI failed to inform her about the filing of charge sheets in her rape case. She said the victim, a Kuki woman, died last month due to an illness allegedly linked to the trauma of gang rape. Solicitor General Tushar Mehta, appearing for the centre, said victims' rights could not be compromised and suggested that monitoring could be entrusted to the Manipur High Court. And now let's take a short break. Stay tuned for more updates.
Huidrom Sagagi Paujel, Haukiba Chachat Kulumdoi Tha Ama, English and Manipuri, Firengi Mangani Panba, Irai Numitagi, Isok the Laiba, Huidrom Sagagi, Apopagi, Hanagi Sanglen, Adogi Mahutta, Anova Sanglen Ama, Saba Hojere, Luinana, Masigi Campus Asisu, Semgatjaragani, Maramasina, Anakpa Madi, Arapa de Laibiriba, Sagai Zakuding Makna, Hariba Sanglena Si, Atubamatanda, Saba, Lushin Bada, Amadi, Campus Asisu, Semgat Sagat Pada, Angamba Mateng Pangbinaba, Huidrom Apokpa. Khubam Thogal Lup Ishokna, no Lukna Kurumjari. Pauzen Jariba, Huidrom Apokpa Khubam Thogal Lup Ishok. Phone number 700-5810-958 Natraga 8787327419 Amadi 93830-71291.
Imado, Iboki Manaka Tinkibadagi, Sholang to Natale.
Mahak to TV Narabani.
TVD, Yungalega lying a share, Karigima Panda to the
Namado from Sida Lady, Mayam Kari, Hina Nanga,
meaning I never do that.
Ah, machine. Arjun? Haugalakpada surprise piece.
Arjun, Mama gi thoiba.
Yamna miss tawribani nangbu. Aduga aishu TV remote ki maramda amata khangda. Amato inde pazin baduni TV na kiriba. Aduga kari khedaba thongba. TV layeng bada aikoina makhui mateng pangpikadabani.
Manipur ke hanba neuro patients ke amatangairaba specialized hospital neuro emergency trauma net multi speciality hospital singjai mathak tongtham likai da handuk chare. Hospital asna maruina BP stroke brain tumor lami ki khudong thiba spinal disc prolapse spinal tumor amadi migraine chingba layengli. Hospital asida neuro ki layeng bada changba afaba makhal ki khusu khulai amadi machine marang kai de lei masina kokka mai lena ba tongan ton ba makhal ki anaba sing ningthina layengli. Lamdam masida neurosurgeon yamna tangali ba maramna chingamadi arapa mafum dagi lakpa anaba sing neurosurgeon unana ba honabada awaba kya mayong dari. Masida sunatna matam tintana anaba layenguna maram oraga kudong thiba kya sumayong dari. Masi punamakdagi kharado orabasu kananaba Dr. Parkinson Singh MCS Neurosurgery AIMS New Delhi na masamaki hospital asida pung kunmari leiduna anaba sing layengli. Hospital asida ataba mamalda layeng batana tana OPD general amadi ICU beds operation medicine x-ray amadi lab ka maili na basnasu ataba mamalda hangalli. Ngasi magdenshin biro amadi kudong saba sing silobiho. Hena ko bamrol gidamak hospital asigi telephone number 700553416 natraga 8974572154 da pau phabirak bujagani.
Ayang na taibang khongda jarakibase kumjali singamaga samapal humphudra 1970 Mas ke kunipal lamtagina kunmathoi nipan ba thang janamit ke ayuk pung mapanda ayang taibang phaurakki lol leijaba phijel leijaba lining leijaba maitai phurupse amtadi ningkha tamna lining mikha pondabasu oirasi.
Welcome back again. You're watching ELITETV's Prime Time English News Bulletin. Dipalakat Cyber Police in Kerala arrested Kaisham Ningthemjau Singh, a Manipur resident and former Congress ticket aspirant from the Andhra Assembly constituency for allegedly orchestrating an online trading scheme that duped a Kerala-based businessman of Rs 1.84 crore. According to investigators, the fraud was carried out between August and November 2025, during which the accused and his associates reportedly lured a Manakan native with promises of high returns through online share trading platforms. The victim was first approached via WhatsApp and persuaded to invest small amounts through links shared by the fraudsters. Police said initial transactions yielded modest but prompt returns, creating an illusion of legitimacy and building trust. Cyber police officials revealed that Kaisham Ningthemjau Singh is also facing 5 additional cheating cases registered in Maharashtra, Karnataka, Telangana, Uttar Pradesh, Kerala, indicating a possible interstate fraud syndicate. A 25-year-old nurse died on Thursday after battling Nipah virus infections at a private hospital in No 24 Paragnas district of marking the first death from the virus in West Bengal in recent history. Hospital sources said the nurse, who was among 2 nursing staff infected with Nipah, had been under treatment for several weeks. While she had recently tested negative for the virus, her condition remained critical. The second infected staff member, a male nurse, was discharged in January after recovering. The female nurse, however, continued to remain admitted as her health deteriorated. She had been kept in the critical care unit CCU for a prolonged period and was put on ventilator support on Wednesday. Violence erupted on Friday, today, the 13th February, following a reported land boundary dispute between members of the Angami and Kuki communities at Mova village under Medzifema subdivisions of Chumoke-Dima district. According to preliminary reports, several houses were set ablaze and vehicles damaged during the clash. The extent of damage and any casualties could not be immediately confirmed at the time of filing this report. Further details are awaited. The ongoing 16th Sahit Manoranjan Singh Memorial CRPF football tournament today, the 13th February, witnessed thrilling matches played between FC Rangdai None and ESU Wangkai in the morning session, while the afternoon session witnessed exciting match between Milan FA and SSU Singapore. FC Rangdai defeated ESU Wangkai by 2-1 goals, while SSU Singjamai defeated Milan FA by 3-0 goals. Today's exciting match showcased enthralling sportsmanship, drawing large crowds. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will visit Assam on February 14, where he will attend an air show and inaugurate and flag-off development projects worth over Rs 5,450 crore aimed at strengthening connectivity, digital infrastructure, higher education, and urban mobility in the northeastern region. According to the Prime Minister's office PMO, the Prime Minister will land at around 10:30 am at the Emergency Landing Facility ELF on Moron Bypass in Divugar, where he will witness an aerial display by fighter aircrafts, transport planes and helicopters. The emergency landing facility, the first of its kind in Northeast India, has been developed in coordination with the Indian Air Force. Designed as dual-use infrastructure, it can support the landing and takeoff of both military and civilian aircraft during emergencies. The facility is capable of handling fighter aircraft up to 40 tons and transport aircraft up to 74 tons maximum takeoff weight, and will play a crucial role in disaster response and strategic operations in the region. The Union Cabinet is expected to take a major infrastructure decision on Wednesday, with approval likely for an ambitious Rs 18,600 crore road-cum-rail tunnel project under the Brahmaputra River in Polbaun, Assam. According to India Today, the proposal is slated to be cleared at what is expected to be one of the final cabinet meetings chaired by Prime Minister Narendra Modi at South Block before shifting to the new Secretariat complex. If approved, the project will mark a significant milestone in India's infrastructure expansion, particularly in the northeast. The proposed tunnel will be India's first twin-tube underwater structure designed to carry both vehicular traffic and railway lines. Former Chief Justice of India CJI B.R. Gavai on Thursday, the 12th February, told the Joint Parliamentary Committee (JPC) on One Nation, One Election (ONOE) headed by BJP MPP Chaudhary that the proposed constitutional amendment bill on simultaneous elections does not violate the basic structure of the constitutions. Making a detailed representations before the parliamentary panel, the ex-CJI argued that the basic structure doctrine encompasses the federal framework and the democratic form of governance, and neither of these features would be altered by the proposed legislation. On the competence of Parliament to bring such legislation, the ex-CJI said that the Constitution empowers the Parliament to carry out amendments necessary to synchronize elections to the Lok Sabha and State assemblies. Addressing concerns regarding governmental accountability under the simultaneous elections framework, former CJI Gavai argued that since instruments like the no confidence motion remain intact, there will be no impact on accountability of either the union or the state governments. The chairman of the Bangladesh Nationalist Party, who returned to the country from a self-imposed exile in London, is ready to make a striking political debut after the party's historic victory in the elections held on February 12, 2026. Tariq Rahman, the chairman of Bangladesh Nationalist Party, has said that his party will not hold a victory rally as he appears poised for a historic victory in the crucial elections of 2026. Rahman won 2 seats, Dhaka 17 and Boguri 6 constituencies, making a striking political debut in Bangladesh history. Rahman's world is set to change, and it has taken barely 2 months for that to happen. It was a sign that he had now reconnected with the land of his birth and had finally got himself the political launch that he was denied when Bangladesh spiraled into political uncertainty in the late 2006, which prevented him from contesting his first parliamentary elections. In the speech delivered after returning from London, he struck an inclusive tone calling for inter-communal and inter-ethnic harmony in Bangladesh, and with an eye to his political enemies, got down to dismantle some of the allegations that BNP's opponents, especially the deposed Awami League, had leveled against the party. For ELITETV News Channel, contact the email address info@elitetv.in or 9402892982. and subscribe to the YouTube channel or follow on Facebook page, Instagram and X for more information about the channel. And now let's take a look at the headlines once again. 3 more houses burned at Litan, Sarakong on February 12th. Tangkhul woman urges removal of CM. Internet ban in Ukhrul, Kamupi and Kamjong districts lifted. Ukhrul gears up for Lui-Ngai-Ni in 2026 amid tense situation at Litan. Two days International Multidisciplinary Conference on Discourses Beyond Boundaries kicks off at DMU. Violence reported in Nagaland's Mova village over land boundary dispute between members of the Angami and Kuki communities. And one nation, one election does not violate basic structure of the Constitution, ex-CJI. And that's a wrap for today. For more updates, keep watching ELITETV's English News. Thank you and have a great evening.